ever since I saw this video on the internet, I had to find a way to get one and make it myself. So I went straight to Onewheel and got their most carvable, smallest Onewheel, the pint, and it happened to be the cheapest one, which is a win-win. And then I had to purchase myself a surfboard that I was comfortable cutting. Now I have plenty of surfboards, wake surfboards, and surfboards I've built, but I spent way too much time, effort, or money on those boards to cut them in half and not cry myself to sleep. So I found this board right here, the cheapest board I could find that's brand new, still in the package right now. It is $175 brand new. It is a fully foam board, pretty thick. It's got a perfect deck for me to go barefoot on this board. I think it's made for kids, but it's not really gonna matter because we're gonna be surfing this thing on land. So let's get started and tell you what you need for this project. Some kind of measuring tape to make sure we get this thing absolutely centered. When I ordered the Onewheel, I got a fender with it, so I took the original one off. This is gonna work perfect to lay straight on the board and trace out the outline so we have a perfect cut. A Sawzall. I'm sure you could find a way to do this with a handsaw, but I'm just gonna use the power tools because I have. And last thing, because this project's not that hard, some kind of marker. I'm using a dry erase marker because I found it in my kitchen. You can use a Sharpie if you want. As you can see, this board is brand new. Just gonna take the wrapping off, get the fins away so we can get started on this job and get it measured out and cut. With the Onewheel, I want it to be right there where if I got my foot pad back here, I can step on it and I can still step on the pad up here. So we're gonna cut somewhere around this area. I'm gonna measure the board sideways. I'm about to make sure this is completely centered before I put the fender on, and I make a critical mistake by outlining the outside of this fender when I should have outlined the inside where the wheel would fit. You're gonna see that later. So something that I did need to get, I got these garden soil bags and they've got some thickness on them. So I just wanna place it on each side so I can elevate it a little bit so I don't go all the way to the grass and mess up my cuts. You can use cinder blocks or a table or whatever, but see, I'm just gonna put it right here so it elevates it. Hit something it didn't like. Look, my freaking saw is bent out, so I'm gonna have to bend that back in and continue. Well, this project just took a turn. I broke the bit. No, yeah, the bit broke. That's what's going on. So the bit is broken. I can focus. I'm gonna go get a handsaw because I don't want to stop the project. I don't want to run to Home Depot. I'm gonna get a handsaw. Okay, so I got a handsaw out, which would have kind of worked, except I could not punch through the other side of it because it was a flat tip saw. I think you could do it with a handsaw if not, but this is tool number 2 that I'm gonna use out of 3 tools to eventually get this done. It turned into a more difficult project. My blade was not long enough to cut through this side. This easy project turned into more of a hassle, but hey, that's what happens. I said I didn't want to go to Home Depot, but me and Zeus loaded up to go to Home Depot so we could get some new blades for this jigsaw to make sure that we could get all the way through. We had a good time there anyways. The project turned out longer than it was supposed to, but hey, look at that cute face right there. All right. Video 2.0 had to go to Home Depot and get a new blade. This one's actually straight, probably the one I should have started with to begin with, and a little longer, so it should go all the way through. It doesn't seem like it will go all the way through though. Let's find out. Oh yeah. This is a prime example of using the right tools and planning ahead. It absolutely goes through it like butter with the new blade. I tried to use this old bent blade that obviously didn't work. It would have taken 30 seconds to do this project had I gone to Home Depot first, but lesson learned. We're switching tools. We're going with this handsaw right here. If I could do it all over again, I would have used this electric handsaw that I already had in my shed that was ready to go from the very beginning. Also would have made it a 30-second project. So it ends up being a 7-minute video for no reason because I wasn't prepared. Learn from me. Wow. There were stringers in here. So I do want to show you guys something. The reason it was hard to cut at those certain times, and the reciprocating saw was probably the best option anyways. They have wooden stringers in this board actually. They go all the way through on both sides. And so those wooden stringers got difficult to chop through. Let's see how it fits. I got some jagged cuts on here. What's up, Zeus? The Onewheel there. So it fits. Probably too loose, to be honest. I'm not sure how I'm gonna fix that, but we can try it the way it is. Not the best cut. This is definitely, I should have cut it for these inside, but let's try it. I told you in my video I outlined the outside instead of the inside on that fender you saw earlier. So I took this fender I took off from earlier in the video, I put it on the Onewheel and I Gorilla taped it for now. We're gonna find a more permanent solution, but it worked perfect and it was on there snug. And you're gonna see me wipe out right here for the first time riding it. It is a blast to ride. It was well worth the project. If you are in a place where you can't surf, but you wanna surf, this is the way to go. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you made it this far, remember to like, subscribe, comment if you like this kind of content. I'll keep putting it out with DIY projects and resort reviews and all kinds of adventures you can do. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.